Just what a performance. Really proud of them, the way they've fought all year long and continued throughout these playoffs, and it showed tonight that just the effort they put in and just never quit. Just a no-quit attitude all year. I don't know what else. We got this. We're still in it. Just keep fighting, do what we do, and we felt confident during halftime.
Well, I figured that they were really good defensively all year, and we've been really good defensively all year. So I felt like this outcome could be something like that. I was hoping that we would have taken advantage of a few opportunities that we had early on in the game. But, you know, anytime you hold an opponent that was averaging a lot of points coming into the game to zero, it's a big deal. So we did what we needed to do to win tonight.
How different did their offense kind of look? I mean, all the injuries, they kind of had to change the game plan on the fly there. Did it look able to get different as it seems to you?
At times, yes, it did.
Did that kind of affect y'all defensively? Y'all change anything?
No, sir. No, we kept doing what we did and had our game plan. So.
It's good because everybody was doubting us, and when we got in the locker room, we was like, we're going to get to the championship, and we're going to keep fighting. And when we won, we just got excited.
Aaron, on that field goal drive, you had that crazy scramble, pretty much shoot that entire defense. What was going through your mind on that when you were trying to make a play?
I mean, I was rolling out, and I ain't see nobody open, so the coaches would be telling me to tuck and run, and I started tucking and running, use my abilities.
For 21, you know, this was a really battle kind of throughout, strong points. You guys going to trading stuff to do your big six. Was it just kind of a matter of you just saying, we got to make something happen for the championship?
Well, it was just LCA football at the most. We make plays, and that's what we did.
How were you able to be so effective? You dominated that first half and all over the place, going against bigger guys. How were you able to be so successful? Being such a wild force in the first and in the second half?
Well, I knew that we had worked harder than any other team throughout the summer and the season, and no matter my size, I knew that I was quicker than them, and I just used that to get around them. And I had a mentality that they weren't going to beat me. I was going to get the play.
So,
well, I just prepared myself because I knew that I might get a chance to make a couple field goals. So I've been working. I mean, I've been working since the summer. So just working.
Is that, I mean, when you have to kick a 43-yarder, is that, do you feel like that's in your range? I mean, I guess how, you know, what's your approach, you know, at that point in the game with nothing and you need to score?
I don't look at the distance. I just keep my head on the ball and focus and kick it.
Was this one a little easier to kick after, you know, the semifinals?
Yeah, I wasn't nervous. I was calm. It was easy to me.
Trev, talk about the drive right before that didn't attempt the field goal. What went into that decision and what went into the decision to take one to the first down?
We thought on the previous drives, that was kind of one of the things that we stressed at halftime was just finishing drives off. And so the drive before that, I'm not exactly sure where we were or at the point that we went for it. But we just felt like I wanted to try to get a touchdown. I felt like the way how the flow of the game was going, and that if we could get 6 points up, we can get a touchdown up, then that'll put a whole lot of stress on those guys. The second time, obviously, I made the decision to kick the field goal because at that point we're still 0-0 late into the third quarter, and we needed to put some points on the board, and we felt really comfortable with the distance for Kyler.
Trev, I don't know how much you knew about that running back situation, but when you see it on other guys, you saw it film those games, you can see, you know, limited the quarterback is to the change of defensive philosophy, we bring guys up, you know, closer.
We were pretty much playing the same, it was the same game plan. We found out yesterday afternoon about the unfortunate accident that a couple of their kids were in, and our hearts and our prayers go out to their kids. They seem to be doing pretty well, and hopefully they can make full recoveries. But really, it was too late at that point to really try to alter anything. We knew that was their bread and butter. Those guys are really good football players. They're really good on the offensive line, and so they're going to hang their hat on what they were going to hang their hat on. There wasn't very much time for them to just, I guess, transform into something differently. They were going to do what they were going to do, and so we just stuck to what we did, and we had some success with it. Well, first off, like my kids will tell you, I'm a crybaby. I get emotional regularly. I don't know. I think ever since I had a daughter about 3 years ago, I was told that little girls make you softer, and it's true. Do a whole lot more crying than I did before, but really just proud of this group because of how much they fight. Like, they really set the goal to get to this point at the beginning of the school year, really at the beginning of summer, at fall camp in August. When we met, they talked about wanting to get here and be champions, and they followed that up with their actions every day. And so just even with the big injury that we had to Zach, and with him going down, obviously we're all disappointed and hurting for Zach, but it didn't deter from the mission. The mission continued to be the same to get to this point that we are right now with just walking off the field as the Division IV state champions. And just like I said, we have a lot of tough kids, a lot of high character kids, a lot of classy kids, and that's what they do. They just work, and we just kind of do what we do, and just really proud of them, really happy for them. Correct. Yeah. I mean, once you kind of see things on film, and then you try to get a good feel for how you match up versus an opponent. And once I saw that we were going to have some success defensively, I just felt like if we could get one score, if we could just get one score, one touchdown, then that'll put us in a really good position. It ended up that the field goal came first, which was huge, getting points, and then once we were able to kind of seal the deal with Khalib's pick six, that really we felt like gave us an opportunity to put the game out of reach.
I feel like us as a program, we grew at from the beginning of the season to the end, and we have a really great program, and I feel like us, like all the other sports, our girls basketball and boys basketball, they got a ring, so we put in our mind that we was gonna get a ring.
Yeah, when you got that pick six, I mean, that must be the best feeling in the world, especially that one thing kind of seals it and
Well, usually at practice and everything, I tell everybody I'm the best DB in the nation. So I just had to live up to my role, and it was just natural.
Last year, when you walked off the field last year, you had gone through a season that as a former defensive player you didn't like. Well, 1 year later, to be going off the season with the other team scoring 0, it wasn't just this game, y'all played great defense all year long. How important is that to you to see, and how amazing is the transformation from last year, losing a central captain in that?
Really have to give a lot of props to our coaching staff. Jakarta Carter is our defensive coordinator. Coach Reggie Williams, our defensive line coach. Will Hudson also coaches our D-line. Jeremy Shealy and Tyson Andrews coach our defensive backs. Those guys have, and really our entire coaching staff do a really good job. But those guys have done a really good job. Like you talked about Kev, we scored 40 points a game last year, but we gave up about 37, 36 points a game. So we had a lot of shootouts, a lot of long, sleepless nights for a defensive player like myself. And so just really proud of the transformation. The kids took well to the coaching. And again, it all goes back to them putting in their work. They worked hard in the weight room, got stronger, got faster, and then they bought into the scheme. They paid attention to detail, executed the game plan really well throughout the year, and here they are.
Trev, you kind of already talked about this, but for you personally, what does it mean in 50 years where you were playing for
It's a lot different because back then I was a leader of men, but I was a captain of a college football team, and right now really a leader of young men and trying to help to mold them, and just really proud, like I said before, of not very often, like our speaker at Chapel talked about this morning, or this afternoon rather. It's not often that people say that they're going to do something, set out to do it, and then are actually able to accomplish it. And this moment right here is something that, when you grow up in Louisiana, I've been dreaming about being here since 1992 when I came and watched my cousin Kevin win the state championship at Carencro High School. So this is something that is huge, and we have a bunch of pups up here. I mean, Errol is a sophomore, Sage is a freshman, Caleb is a junior, and Collins a junior, and Bear's a senior. And we've only been playing LHSA football at Lafayette Christian Academy for 5 years. So a lot of our kids, they don't even understand the scope of what they just accomplished. Like, they don't understand how many really good football players, how many really good coaches have gone careers without getting to this point. And I think that helped us a lot because the moment wasn't too big for them. There weren't any nerves. They don't know any better. So they're just coming out here and playing, and we just happen to be playing in the Superdome today. But just huge, and I just think a lot of it goes to the commitment level that, starting with Pastor Jay and our administration, Ms. Babin, Coach Baldwin is our AD, they put a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of resources and effort into doing this. It's important to them, and it's important to everyone in the LCA family and community.
Barry, Trev, started at DC.
Yes, sir.
And it hit a state sentence. And I remember when you left, you were doing well. But I know winning means a lot to you, but the kids mean a lot to you. And you went to Northside, you were going through a change, and you thought you could make it different. And you ended up at LCA. Just kind of talk about the journey.
Was really fortunate at 30 years old to be given an opportunity by Mr. Mike Gilboa of Vermilion Catholic, and I think everyone knows how much I respect and love everyone over there at VC just for taking a shot on me at that particular time. An opportunity that was closer to home, that was closer to my community, became available at Northside, and my wife and I prayed about it, and that was a decision that we made to go and take on that task. In terms of wins and losses, it didn't go the way that we intended to, but I feel like we really were able to reach a lot of young men, and really were able to help a lot of young men throughout our time there. Things ended there, and Pastor Jay again took a chance on me when I wasn't super hot, to be honest with you, the favor of God on my life is unbelievable, though. Like, he is unbelievable. Like, I'm way more blessed than I deserve. I get way more opportunities than I deserve, and just really humble. You know, it's really all just humbling, man, to be honest with you. But it's been great. I've grown a lot, gotten better as a coach, gotten better as a husband, a father, a man. And that's what I love about this game so much, is that it challenges you, and it forces you to grow and get better, or it'll destroy you. So just really blessed.